All right, everybody, welcome back to the next game of the 5A State Basketball Tournament on the National State Sports Network, hosted by Farmington High School. This one features the Mountain Home Bombers and the Valley View Blazers. Tristan Harlan here with Steve Hinton. And Steve, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Right now I'm catching my breath because I've been running bleachers again. Should be a good one. Obviously, another 2-3 matchup. And, again, two teams that are pretty familiar with each other, opposite corners of the state. And looking forward to it. Mountain Home comes into this one, a 2 seed that was within inches of knocking off the host Farmington Cardinals to finish off the regular season. And so they're a team looking to continue and want that chance at Farmington again. They got to pull off a win here tonight to have any chances of that happening.
Well, speaking of the Farmington Cardinals, let's go ahead and look at the bracket for the girls' side of things. Of course, already we've seen Nettleton knock off Van Buren. They're going on to play Lake Hamilton, and the winner of this matchup goes on to play Valonia in the next round. Now, Steve, I know you're really familiar with the Valonia Lady Eagles. What does both these teams got to do to preserve their starters and save some energy for Valonia?
You're not guaranteed tomorrow, so I'm not preserving anything. You expect every one of these ladies are going to be on the floor tonight to give it all, and then you figure it out tomorrow against Valonia. But you get the unenviable task of having to come out on the last day of round one and then turn around and play again tomorrow. That's the tough part if you're Mountain Home, but that's what you relish. Hopefully you get into a rhythm. Same thing for Valley View. You hope to get into a rhythm here and get things rolling so that you can keep playing well tomorrow and knock off a very, very good Valonia team.
Of course, this is the last first-round matchup of the girls' side of the bracket here in the 5A State Basketball Tournament. Mount Home will be the home team on the scoreboard. Starting lineup being announced first for for Valley View, Bonnie Fagan, Bree Huff, Bella Seaman, Julie Rutherford, and Ruby Reynolds. Then for Mountain Home, Brooklyn Mitchell, Jayla Yonkers, Lauren Rawls, Lakin Anderson, and Livy Fosness.
Fosness. Missed the yes.
There's no pronunciation key.
Well, listen, we're using the live stats coming from our score table, and we are opposite sides. So Tristan's a little further away from the computer, and his old man eyes couldn't see very well. But I'm closer because I have older man eyes.
Yeah. That's the one we're going with. Listen, I'm struggling. If you guys heard my post-game interview during the last game, you understand I'm all over the place. I will readjust and get back in the zone.
Listen, I think all of us except Darius are struggling, and it might have something to do with this is our third day of calling games, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Of course, Valley View wins the tip. They'll have the basketball first in this matchup. Similar color schemes for both these squads. Driving inside, shots up, going to be blocked, go out of bounds. I'm going to say it's going to stay right here with Valley View.
Obviously, Valley View out of the East, the 3 seed, and a program that I am quite familiar with, as they have ended my Hornets seasons many times in many sports over the last couple of years, particularly baseball, which has been tough to handle, but boy, have they been good in baseball.
Say that again. They've got a major leaguer. Slade, is it Caldwell? Caldwell, yeah. He plays for the Diamondbacks organization.
I got to see him up close and personal against Maumelle in the state championship matchup. Of course, won by Valley View.
That shot goes over the backboard, almost hit our dunk can over there, so hope that's still up there. I'd hate for Steve to have to get his old man legs up there and climb the ladder again.
That's the one I didn't put a safety cable on. Shh.
Don't tell Will. Sloppy play early. Still 0-0 is our score. Shots up from Treyball Land, and that one hits. Brooklyn Mitchell with her first 3 points in this contest.
Big shot there from Mitchell. That'll get things started here for the Bombers.
Valley View inside, shots up, shot no good. She'll get fouled. Going to the line should be Ruby Reynolds.
I'm not going to lie, Tristan. I'm actually glad that we swapped out and you have play-by-play for this one, because after calling the Mountain Home boys game and now the roster or the similar color schemes but they're flipped, I probably would have been making a lot of mistakes here early on in this one.
First free throw's up and in good. Or dare you? She's wrong for that.
Okay, then. Okay.
There's your
look, after yesterday, I'm not bringing food back up here. I'm not getting yelled
Steve,
at like
do
that.
not eat while you're on the headset.
Whoa. I know, it gets the sock on here dirty. Huh?
3-2 after the 2 made free throws. Lady Bombers with the basketball. Winner of this one goes on to play Valonia. Tray ball on its way.
Oh.
Connects!
Wow.
Splash City, the mayor's back in town.
Lake and Anderson catching fire here early.
6-2 is our score. Mountain Home with a commanding 4-point lead early.
Got some confusion over here on my live stats, but I'm sure they'll get it corrected.
Shot little off, no good. Rebound goes to Mountain Home. Wide open tray ball on its way, no good. Rebound will go to Huff.
Mountain Home finally missed one.
Shots up, shots no good. Mountain Home with the rebound. They lost control of it. Valley View falls on it. It'll go out of bounds. Mountain Home basketball. Well, and you know.
You homer.
Yeah, sorry. I guess I was around decon too much down there while I was watching the other game. Anyways, in talking to Valley View's head coach prior to this one, she was talking about how her team was a little bit banged up during the course of the season as that three-pointer's on the way. That one connects. Brooklyn Mitchell with 6 points in this one, but Coach Ellis was telling me that, you know, team's just banged up. A lot of players are hurt and they're sore and they're tired and they're beat up, which you can expect at this time of the year. Of course, her daughter, one of the star players on this roster, not able to play tonight due to her season-ending injury, so prayers up for her. But so far, this one already one-sided. 9-2 is our score.
Yeah, you expect your teams to be a little banged up once you get to this part of the season. What you hope for is it's just some bumps and bruises that you can play through. What you hate to see is any of these young athletes not able to come out and perform because of an injury. But you want to be at full strength and playing your best basketball this time of year. And right now, at least early on, the Lady Bombers are playing really good basketball here to open up tournament play.
So after the timeout, Valley View will have the basketball.
This is a Lady Bomber team that shoots about 42% from the field.
Step through, shots up, shots not on the mark. It'll be rebounded by Mountain Home.
I think Alma Kent was looking for a foul call there after that shot.
Tray ball on its way. Connects!
Oh, man.
Yonkers has her first shot up and good. They switched it against Steve.
Switched it on me. I looked up, I was like, wait.
It's Deacon's fault.
Sorry, guys. Now it's gone.
Number 0, Lenny Timmons.
Nah, keep going. I got you.
I don't know where it went. So back here, after the inbound, Mountain Home with the basketball. We're all over the place. 10-point advantage for the Bombers. Tray ball on its way. No good. They'll get the offensive rebound. Goes out with it. Back out. Thought about taking a three. She'll drive inside. Goes up with it off the glass. Doesn't get the Bomber bounce to go through. That was Mitchell on the shot.
Ooh, a lot of contact.
Going to the foul line to shoot two.
Foul Mountain Home's number 4, Lauren Rawls. That's her second personal foul.
Rawls gets the foul. So shooting two at the line is going to be Reynolds.
You know, this is a Mountain Home team that shoots it from three at about a 31% clip. So already really hot from the perimeter here early on in this one. As threes from Brooklyn Mitchell and Jalen Yonkers.
Second free throw on its way. Good.
Right now, Valley View needing points any way they can get them. So get a couple there at the free throw line.
4 minutes remain in our first period. 12-4 is our score. Shots up, shots no good. She'll be going to the line for 2. That's number 2, Brooklyn Mitchell, with 6 points in this one.
I'm watching Julie Rutherford, and I know it's a natural reaction as a player, but I feel like if you keep your hands up in the air like that, trying to accentuate that you didn't foul, you're more likely to get the call.
First one's through, now 13-4.
Opposite of what we saw to finish the Mountain Home boys game. Greene County Tech earned the season 4-game sweep over Mountain Home.
14-4 is our score after the 2 made free throws. Pass deflected. They're able to regain possession. I'll leave you turn around, fall away. Jay, that one's going to be up and good.
Tristan, that play got into the lane and it kind of went into slow motion.
Everything's starting to go in slow motion.
Breathe. Deep breath. Deep breath. They say when it slows down, it means you're getting the true rhythm going.
Mitty on the way, no good, off the back iron.
See if Valley View can make a little run.
Work it around.
Oh.
Shots off the backboard, out of bounds.
So I don't think it was a shot. I think she was trying to maybe get that to the top of the key, and there was a backboard in the way.
If she throws it up and it hits the backboard, it's a shot.
But it hits the back of the backboard. Is that?
It's a shot.
Okay.
Tray ball on the way, no good. Offensive rebound, Mountain Home. Shots up, shots no good. She'll be headed to the line for a chance for 2.
Hey, so you know what that actually says about the backboards? That says that our athletic director here at Farmington and his staff did a really good job of cleaning the backboards. And so now you can, it's like a bird flying through. Just
First free throw's up and good.
We had that happen at Maumelle in our big, nice press box of birds. Pow! Took out the side window of that place. It was wild.
What kind of bird was it, Steve?
I don't know. I wasn't there. It was probably an eagle. That wasn't a duck.
What are we doing with our lives?
I have no idea.
10-point advantage for Mountain Home.
Hey, look, there's been a Jake Hall sighting. See, as I said, though, yesterday or the other day, Jake only watches when he's at work, still within working hours. He will only deal with NSS when he's being paid, whether by us or his day job.
Pass is intercepted by Mitchell.
I do got to give Jake a ton of credit. He's been the voice of our Parkview Patriot Sports Network this year, and Jake's done a fantastic job improving at play-by-play, and so really happy with the job he did over there on the Patriot Sports Network this year.
Ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Bombers. Shot's on its way, no good. Rebound goes to Valley View.
So she stepped on the sideline, so yet another turnover for the Blazers.
So still a 10-point advantage as we approach the 2-minute mark left to go in the first period. Wide open three on its way, no good. Defender closed out just in time.
Yeah, maybe a little too excited. Oh, thought that looked like a foul.
Mitty on the way, no good. She's no magician. Tray ball on its way, no good. She's no specialist. It hits the top of the backboard. That should have been out of bounds.
Yeah. Either way, it worked out as it should.
Still 16-6. Tray ball on the way, no good. Both teams in a bit of a scoring drought. The lids have been put on the basket.
Ooh, good pass. Good find underneath.
Hagan off the backboard's good. That's our first points in a good amount of time. It's now 16-8. Good at 8:30 p.m. Farmington and Little Rock Christian play in the boys' side of things. That three-pointer's up and will convert.
How about that? Lakin Anderson.
She now has 6.
Which is a half a point above her season average of 5.5.
Shots up, no good. Great defense by Mountain Home. Kicks it out. Tray ball on the way. Connects. Ruby Reynolds now with 7 points in this matchup.
There's a huge answer there for the Blazers. They needed that in a big way. Get this to within 8 now. With 21 seconds left in our first.
Well, Steve, you know, farming isn't just about getting your hands dirty anymore. It's about getting your data right. At ASU BB, students in precision agriculture are working with drone technology, GPS tracking, GIS information, and even self-driving tractors. We're talking serious high-tech tools that are changing the game in agriculture. If you're into technology, problem solving, and want a career that's in demand, this is where you need to be. The industry is evolving. Are you? Check it out at www.asub.edu/precisionag and see how you can master the tech and own the field.
Well, so far in this one, even though this Mountain Home team leads at 19-11, Valley View's actually done a fairly good job against their top 3 scorers. Fosness averaged 16 a game. She's only got 2 right now. And Yonkers has 3. She averages 14 a game. And then you got Brooklyn Mitchell, who averages 15 a game, and she's sitting at 8 right now. And again, early in the game, but they've done a good job, at least on Fosness. Now they just got to figure out a way to get it through on their end.
Valley View forces the turnover. Inside, shots up, shot. It's going to be no good as we head to the end of the first quarter.
Got a foul on the play. We're going to shoot 2 here.
See, I thought the buzzer sounded before the foul. That's why.
No, I was watching, and he blew the whistle, and then the red light came on. It should be shots, and it is going to be shots.
Like I said, I turned to look just to make sure. We will be getting pair of free throws here.
Yeah, initially I was about to applaud the effort there defensively by the Lady Bombers. And we're going to point 2 on the clock. So I thought she'd done a good job, but obviously got a piece of the arm, and so that'll send Bella Seaman to the line here to wrap up our first period of play.
First one's no good. Still Mountain Home leads at 19-11.
I have to ask our cheerleaders to stop stomping, please. It shakes our camera.
It's like on 2K. But the free throw's no good. The buzzer sounds as we head to the first quarter break. Our score 19-11. You're watching the 5A State Basketball Tournament on the Natural State Sports Network, hosted by Farmington High School.
Most people think farming is just about getting your hands dirty. At ASU BB, we're not just driving, we're programming the future. With GPS and GIS tracking, we don't miss an inch. It's about being smarter, faster, and more efficient. From drones to data analytics, the future of agriculture is here. The industry is evolving. Are you?
Master the tech and own the field. Visit asub.edu/precisionag for more information.
Welcome back to the 5A State Basketball Tournament presented by UAMS and ASU BB on the Natural State Sports Network. When orthopedics injuries happen, get expert care now. At UAMS Health Ortho Now, they provide fast, convenient care for all your orthopedic needs, from sports injuries to joint pain and beyond. No appointment needed. Walk in for immediate care, get on-site x-rays, and see the best in orthopedic care all in one place. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Don't wait in pain. Walk in today. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Still for Valley View off An opening possession here of the second. Now foul. It's going to send the Blazers to the line.
That's her first personal, team's first of the second quarter.
Tristan, have you ever been to the facilities at Valley View?
You know what? I have not. I've been by it, but
Okay.
I have not never been inside it. I know a lot of good friends that are graduates of Valley View. The Zipfel family. I don't know if they are watching, but if they are, hello to Mandy and BJ Zipfel and all the Zipfel family.
Yeah, I can't speak on the arena, but I can speak on the football facilities, and fantastic facilities. A beautiful roof to call a game from. Little limited in space, so you might have to climb over the rail and get out on the open section. I wouldn't recommend it, but y'all were inside, and because Tripp didn't want to be out in the cold. But great facilities there at Valley View. The one thing that I remember about it the most, though, was how quiet it was before the game, because it is just in the middle of a field.
Shot clock violation will be called. It'll be a turnover by Mountain Home. Well, and Steve, I kind of add to that, but during my time at Arkansas State, I had a lot of friends that lived around the Valley View area, and you're right. I mean, it's pretty much smack dab in the middle of the field.
It's a little bit like coming here to Farmington when you get to drive through the pastures on your way. And get just outside of Fayetteville, so.
Shot by Huff from the charity stripe, no good. Mountain Home with the basketball, back out, corner tray on its way, no good. Fighting for the rebound, jump ball is going to be called. They're going to say it's Valley View basketball.
Seems like we got some fans over there who do not agree with that ruling. And so far, got to give Valley View a ton of credit. And we didn't. There we go. Now we got shot clock reset. But got to give Valley View a ton of credit. They were down 10 early on and cut it to 7 and seem to have the momentum here in the second so far.
So Valley View with the basketball. They're down 19-12, trying to get points on this possession to get some momentum on their side of things. That's going to be called.
Personal foul, Mountain Home's number 2, Brooklyn Mitchell.
Mitchell's going to pick up the foul.
Team's second.
Great defense out there by Mountain Home. Mitchell pushing it up off on a block.
Yeah, I thought that was the right call by our official. Foul's called on Timmons, the freshman.
Yonkers is going to be at the line. First one will go through. 20-12 is our score.
And I think we got to give our officials a ton of credit here over the first 3 days, or 2.5 now, but I think they've done a great job.
Pushing it up tempos. Valley View, no foul. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to stay with the Blazers.
You know, on that subject of officials, I thought it was funny last night when during the last game, I walked down across the court, and the officials, had all the coaches and everybody meeting at midcourt right before our tip-off, and as he was finishing up, he said, if you love the game of basketball, and you're a senior, I'm going to need you to reach out to the AAA because we need officials, and if you'd like to continue in basketball, come on out.
There you go.
Already recruiting before we tip off their final game of their senior year.
2 shots up and no good by Huff. She got an offensive rebound too, but she could not get the second chance. Stray ball on the way, rims out. Rebound goes to Valley View. Ooh, Huff gets knocked in the face. She'll be okay. Scary moment there for sure, and Steve just winces in pain.
Now she's starting to feel a little bit. You see, kind of leaned over. That did not feel good. Yeah, that was a shot.
Too bad Will can't rewind the talent camera.
He could.
Show that.
Oh, it'd have been all over.
Shots up and good.
Nope, he
Poor
can't.
Fagan. Foul's going to be called.
Personal foul, Valley View, number 4, Bonnie Fagan. That's her
Fagan's going to get a
first,
foul.
second.
Be her first. She has 4 points in this one.
Yeah, she's seemingly a little confused. She kind of had the mouth open look out there after the call. Good defense on the entry there.
6-point deficit. Valley View trying to close the gap. Thought about taking the tray ball, but she must have frequent flyer points with that travel.
Yeah, that's one of those situations. Just take the shot, pull it up confidently, and just shoot it. I see you missed your calling, Tristan. You should be down there as an official.
No.
Oh my gosh, I'd love to do play-by-play on a game that you're an official in. Oh, that was
Wide
a
open
travel.
lane to the basket, and she blows the shot. Mitchell could not get the shot to fall. Valley View with the basketball. No foul call.
I don't think there was a foul, but I also think she just expected there to be a teammate there, and instead she threw it right into the hands of Libby Fosness.
A little bit of extracurriculars going on behind us, trying to make sure everything's all good.
So Valley View bringing it up here as they cut this lead to 6.
Tray ball on the way. It looked good,
It looked real good.
but it wasn't good.
A little too much power behind that one.
Personal foul, Mountain Homes, number 3, Jayla Yonkers. That's her second, team score.
Rays back to game action. Valley View with the basketball. 4:14 left to go in the first half. 20-14 is our score. Shots up. Shots going to get the Blazer bounce and go through.
Oh, what a move by Bonnie Fagan. And all of a sudden, Tristan, it's a 4-point game.
Lost control of the basketball. It goes out of bounds. And it'll be Valley View basketball.
Another turnover. All of a sudden, Mountain Home, who came out hot in that first, they say all things come back to the average. And right now, the three-point shooting waning for the Lady Bombers, and now turning it over at a much higher pace in the second.
Almost turned over. It's going to go over the midcourt line. Mountain Home, 1-on-2 fast break, get a blocking foul. Bless her heart, she tried to get her feet set. But any bit of shuffle will result in a block, as Blair was telling me last night.
Yeah, and for Reynolds there, the problem was she was never going to get in position. That Brooklyn Mitchell, who is that at the line? Oh, no, sorry. That is Anderson at the line. And Anderson, she had the path. And unfortunately there for Reynolds, there was no way she was going to find herself in position. She'd have been better off to maybe try to lay her towards the baseline more and then maybe contest the shot.
So 22-16 is our score. .320 left to go in the first half. Valley View trying to start a little bit of a run, trying to kindle a spark. It's not the way to do it as they turn the ball over. And then they force the turnovers. It's going to roll out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to be Lady Bomber basketball.
A break for the Bombers here as keep possession up 7. Feels like right now they need a bucket as momentum has clearly swung towards Valley View here in the second.
Thought about taking the tray. She's going to jab, kick it inside. Back down low, off the post. Shot's going to be up and good. 25-16 after the basket by Livy.
Oh, Valley View looking for a bucket. They'll go inside with it. Passing on the 3. Now stuck, nearly travels.
Turn on shot off the glass, no good. Mountain Home with the rebound. 3-on-3 fast break. Shots up, shots no good, but a foul is going to be called, sending Mitchell to the free throw line.
Tristan, we just created a new thing. It's called the pass-off play-by-play. We just do it until we struggle enough that somebody else has got to figure out words.
I'm just glad I have you to lean on.
No, it's not just you. I struggled in that last one too. Oh man, I told Trip Keeter I didn't need him to come up. I may be changing my mind. Man.
Free throw is going to fall. Now 10-point advantage for the Bombers.
I think you're getting a new accent and everything.
Sounded like a cartoon from back in the day, Daffy Duck. Or Bugs Bunny, I mean.
Ooh, just couldn't hold on to the basketball there. I'm going to put some moves on. There's Denise Florindo, the freshman.
Turn around. Ooh, she hits the deck hard.
We'll get Tay Chairs for the foul.
So she'll go to the line for 2.
Mountain home team that averages roughly 13 turnovers a game.
First one's up, no good.
And it feels like they've approached that number already in this first half.
Second shot on the way, and that one's going to fall. 27-26 is our score. Or 26-17 is our score. What did I? I'm going home. I'm going back to the Airbnb.
Pushing, and a good bucket in the mid-range there for Yonkers. So Valley View. Hi, Carrie. We're friendly. I don't know what is happening today.
Everything is just falling off the rocker.
Man, all right.
Valley View inside, kicks it out, and they're going to say it travel.
I'm like, what is this man doing? Why is he all up on? I dropped my cap down there. It's like,
I thought he was trying to take a picture or something because I saw the camera.
I thought he wanted to jump on the broadcast. I wasn't sure what was happening.
I thought it was a friend of ours there for a second. That shot's no good. Off the glass.
That was impressive. They didn't dribble the ball one time on that trip, but maybe there was a foul underneath, but no whistle.
Deep 3 on its way. Connects! Ooh. Valley View with the 3-pointer. Now 8-point advantage for Mountain Home.
Ruby shining like a gem out there.
Shots up, shots no good, and a jump ball is going to be called.
Reynolds again. So Reynolds, that's impressive. She hits the 3 on this end, and then on the other end forces the jump ball. That's great basketball there out of Ruby Reynolds.
Lise Lett comes into the game. Mountain Home to inbound. 20-second differential between the shot and game clock. Tray ball on its way. No good. They'll go out of bounds. They're going to say it's going to stay right here.
Bounced off 2 Blazers underneath.
Drives inside, shots up, shots no good. Almost lost control of that one. Backs down in the paint, no good. But she'll get fouled. And she'll be heading to the line for 2.
Yeah, that's Fosness, and Fosness is usually a pretty high-volume scorer, and so far tonight she has been limited to just 4, so done a good job on her inside. Has Valley View, but a lot of basketball left to play.
The first free throw goes through. Now 9-point advantage for the Lady Bombers. Second one on its way. That's going to be good. Now a 10-point advantage. 31.9 seconds left. Stops, turns it around off one. Shots up, shots good. Fagan with the basket. Now an 8-point advantage. 15 seconds remain. They forced a steal. Tray ball on its way. No good. It looked good.
Well, that's a tough possession. It was great activity out there by Bree Huff.
Running shot to end the half. No good. We head to halftime. Our score, 30-22, Lady Bombers. You're watching the 5A State Basketball Tournament presented by UAMS and ASU BB right here on the Natural State Sports Network.
Much needed break.
The Everett difference means we are committed to giving back to the communities we serve.
When I think of Everett, I think of them more than just a car dealership.
Everett's involvement in the community is phenomenal. I see it in the police and fire department. I see it in the Boys and Girls Club.
Their heart is in this community.
And I think Everett does a great job making sure they have a positive, lasting impact.
We are grateful for the opportunity to serve. Discover the Everett difference for yourself.
I chose a car that would be safe for our family. And when it comes to our financial future, I don't take any chances there either. That's why we bank with Centennial. They give me everything I could want in a bank, from the latest technology to great service. But the biggest thing they give me is confidence. So in a time when there's plenty of things to worry about, my money isn't one of them.
Agriculture is not about what's in the soil anymore. It's what's in the data. From drone flight classes to GIS mapping, ASU BB gives us the eye in the sky. We're learning to see problems before they happen and solve them with precision. Whether you're in the field or the lab, the future of farming is wide open.
Precision training for a high-tech world. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
For every moment, for every memory, from that first car to your first home, to your first child, and all the highs and lows that tomorrow might bring. For everything that matters most to you and your family, there's someone right around the corner dedicated to helping you protect what you love. Your local Farm Bureau Insurance agent. Farm Bureau Insurance. Real service, real people.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
Most people think farming is just about getting your hands dirty. At ASU BB, we're not just driving, we're programming the future. With GPS and GIS tracking, we don't miss an inch. It's about being smarter, faster, and more efficient. From drones to data analytics, the future of agriculture is here.
The industry is evolving. Are you?
Master the tech and own the field. Visit asub.edu/precision ag for more information.
I'm Dr. Lowry Barnes. When it comes to orthopedic care, there's no place like the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. We built this hospital just for you, with state-of-the-art surgical suites, advanced technology, and the state's largest group of fellowship-trained orthopedic surgeons. It's the best place in Arkansas to get you moving again. And if you need urgent orthopedic care, UAMS Ortho Now is right here for you at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health, where motion lives and service leads.
What keeps me doing this work is the knowledge that if we don't step out and speak up, our waiting kids might not have a voice.
Until there are no kids in Arkansas wondering where they're home, wondering where their family is, we cannot quit. There's too much at stake.
We all have to come together to solve this problem.
We still are not at zero, and there are still around 200 kids that are wanting us to give them a voice and to help them find their way home.
We have the tools.
We have the tech.
At ASU BB, we have the plan to get you hired.
Our Precision Ag program combines hands-on experience with cutting-edge certificates, returning students into the most sought-after professionals in the industry.
Don't just farm, be a leader in the farming industry. Visit asub.edu/Precision Ag for more information.
And finally, a Central Arkansas success story. A salute to my friends of the Natural State Sports Network.
Few people are enjoying calling high school games more than Steve Henson.
25-20, 15, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Give him 6. What a play by the Coyote.
So much fun to be able to call the game with that excitement. The parents love it. The fans love it. The kids just absolutely eat it up.
We could get him involved more. That kid's, he's got a ton of talent.
Steve and his partner, Will Watkins, who Steve calls the mastermind, did their first game 5 years ago. Fast forward to 2025, 5 schools now have contracts with the Natural Sports Network.
It was one of those things where, when we started doing it, we had no idea what we were doing. So it was like, hey, we'll do it, and if people think it's cool, then great. There's no way you could have gotten me to believe that we'd be where we are today and the impact we've had.
Good decision by the Bears to hold it right there.
Oh! And they take pride in the quality of their broadcasts.
We want to be able to put out something that's not just, anybody can, with the advent of Huddle and everything else, anybody can put a stream out now. But we want something that that the viewer can enjoy, and from commentary to the angles to the cameras.
The Hornets are headed to Bank of the Ozark Arena on Saturday.
They say the guy behind camera, Will Watkins, searches YouTube on how to do games. He's been the mastermind behind the whole deal. But
it's a quality product.
Yeah, it's a great team over there.
Okay, good stuff, Sully.
Yep.
Thanks very much. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to the second half of Valley View and Mountain Home in the 5A State Basketball Tournament on the Natural State Sports Network, presented by UAMS and our friends at ASU-BB. Of course, the first half, as you see, led to a Mountain Home advantage going into the second half. Steve, thoughts on the overall matchup?
Yeah, I thought Mountain Home played really well for the vast majority of that first half. Shot the three ball well in the first. And the second, I think they had to defend a little bit more and really try to slow down Valley View as they made a couple of runs. But we got right back to basically where we were, an 8-point advantage for Mountain Home. And they've led it from afar most of the way here in the first half. As we look at our stats from that first half, Mountain Home led in the scoring category, Lakin Anderson with 9, as well as Brooklyn Mitchell with 9. And then Jayla Yonkers with 6, and Livy Fosness with 6 as well. And then over on the Valley View side of things, 11 for Bonnie Fagan, 1 for Bree Huff, and 10 for Ruby Reynolds, and I think that's the key going into the second half. Valley View's going to have to find a couple of more scoring options and continue doing what they've been able to do to limit Fosness and Yonkers in that first half.
Of course, looking at the bracket, the winner of this one takes on Valonia going into the next round. Then the winner of that game will face the winner of Lake Hamilton and Nettleton. Should be an exciting matchup on the lower half of the bracket.
Yeah, when you look at, again, we kind of touched on it in pregame or right before tip, but either one of these teams whichever one of these teams advance to play Valonia, they're going to have their work cut out for them. But Valonia didn't shoot it particularly well in their game yesterday, and so that's what Coach Simon had to say after that game. And so I bet they're in the gym working on the shots, and so either one of these teams that advance, they're going to have to defend very well and also deal with that Valonia pressure.
Mountain Home will start with possession of the basketball to begin the second half.
If I'm Valley View, you want to see Ruby Reynolds continue to get going, but they really got to get Bree Huff going from her forward position.
So we'll start the second half with Valley View having the basketball. They try to start a run to rekindle some momentum.
And you go back to the first part of the second quarter, and they had kind of taken the momentum.
Shot's no good.
But Mountain Home did a good job closing out the first half and kind of stealing that momentum back. Turnover's a quick way to get your momentum back.
Shots up. Shot's going to be rejected from behind, but Valley View able to get back in possession of the basketball. That shot's going to be up and good by Huff, and they have the first 2 points of the second half.
And maybe that's what gets Huff going, a little kind of a right place, right time, as she got the loose ball and gets an easy bucket, her first field goal of the day.
Mountain Home, of course, they had a great first half shooting from beyond the arc. Looking to probably do much of the same here. As Mitchell leads the way with 9 for them.
Good block. As that was Fagan who got a piece of it.
I believe Mitchell was the one that committed the foul.
Yeah, probably a little bit of frustration led to that foul. I promise we're going to do better in the second half.
Huff has the basketball. Inside, almost poked it away. Drives inside, back out. Valley View working the ball around, screen coming. Did not necessarily roll the way she may have wanted her to. Under 10 to go on the shot clock. Behind the back, lost control of it. Mountain Home forces the turnover. Mitchell gonna drive inside, goes up off the glass. That one's gonna go through. Mitchell with 11 in this one.
Yeah, good driving bucket there for Mitchell, and that'll get that momentum to hang around the Mountain Home side.
Thought about taking the tray, but the defense closed out a little quicker than she wanted. Huff goes up with it off the glass and one.
Again, we talked about that coming out of the break. Bree Huff, they've got to get her going in this one, and it looks like that is the effort coming out of the locker room, is to get Huff going. And so back-to-back field goals for Bree, and now she's got a chance for the three-point play.
First one's on, or the and one on its way, and it's going to go good. So Huff should have 8 in this one. Pass.
2-on-1.
Open. Shots up. Shot's going to be good. Just lazy defense by the Blazers to allow the 2 points.
Yeah, nobody got back. Cannot imagine Coach Dale Leonard is happy. And, or sorry, not Coach Dale Leonard, but Coach Angie Ellis likely not happy. And right on cue, they get a timeout.
You know, farming isn't just about getting your hands dirty anymore. It's about getting your data right. At ASU BB, students in precision agriculture are working with drone technology, GPS tracking, GIS information, and even self-driving tractors. We're talking serious high-tech tools that are changing the game in agriculture. If you're into technology, problem solving, and want a career that's in demand, this is where you need to be. The industry is evolving. Are you? Check it out at www.asub.edu/precisionag and see how you can master the tech and own the field.
Sitting here kind of going through the schedule for this Valley View team. These two teams have matched up back on November 21st. Mountain Home won that one 61-50. But a Valley View team that had been on a run.
That three-pointer's up, and it connects. Fagan hits the tray ball.
That's a big three there for Fagan. Puts her in double digits. Open look in the corner.
Foul's going to be called underneath. You're going to the line for two. That'll be Fosnes. I'll get it right eventually.
It's weird. There's an S before the N.
Yes.
And Tristan, I have a feeling that a game that really started out with a lot of perimeter shooting is about to start working through Fosnes and Huff inside for each team. I think that's where this battle is about to develop. We're going to figure out which team is more physical in this second half.
Free throws up and will fall. 36-30 is our score. So Valley View has the basketball. Trying to get something going here. 15 to go on the shot clock. Inside look, passes it out. Tray ball on its way, no good. Huff tried to get the rebound, she did not.
Open look there, missed, and an opportunity for Mountain Home to extend their lead.
Mountain Home up 6, drives inside, shot will be rejected, but a foul will be called.
I think a few of these teams might need to ask Greenbrier, how do you beat the higher-seeded team? Because they're the only ones that have done it. Both three seeds, knocking off 2 seeds. Everybody else has been chalk.
First one goes through. Now 37-30 is our score.
Again, it's a Valley View team that's over the final half of the season wins over Batesville, Paragould at West Memphis, Searcy as well, with just losses to Greene County Tech and Nettleton, both on the road.
Seaman with the basketball. Lost control of it on the pass, but Valley View is able to recover it. Reynolds inside to Huff. Huff backs down, back to Reynolds. Reynolds shot high off the glass, no good. Huff with the offensive board. Does not fall. She gets her own miss, goes up with it again, and it's a foul.
Gotta love the energy out of Huff. Just unlucky there. She couldn't get the bucket. Now she's got to earn it at the line.
So Huff has 6 points in this one.
This is also a Valley View team that lost to Greenbrier, who we were just talking about, way back in December. As Valley View finished the season 10-4 in conference play, 20-8 overall. And their only losses in conference play were to Nettleton and Greene County Tech.
Mountain Home with the basketball. They're up 38-31. Approaching the 3-minute mark. Tray ball on its way. Connects! Mitchell hits the trifecta. Now we have a 41-31 Mount Home lead.
Yeah, that's a huge shot for Brooklyn Mitchell there. That's a travel. Yeah, Huff shuffled the feet.
Of course, you look at this talented Valley View roster. Bella Seaman, she's actually signed to play for Lyon next season.
Lyon doing a good job in the state, hitting some of these Players that, you talk about the recruiting game now and how tough it is for these kids with the portal. So some of these smaller schools are really getting access to some talent that they normally wouldn't have.
Of course, Valley View, as I mentioned earlier, dealing with their fair share of injuries, losing 2 key players during the season to season-ending injuries.
But still here in the postseason. That's important. Now you want to try to extend your season.
Tray ball on its way, no good. Rebound will go way out of bounds. It'll be Blazer basketball.
That's a break there for Valley View as Yonkers missed that 3 attempt. And so 2:40 to play. And if you're Valley View here down 10, you really need to try to cut this down to around 5 or 6 before we go to the 4th.
High pass off the glass. It'll get the Valley View roll.
And there's the Lyon College commit.
Oh, great finish on the down low. Siemens at the line for the and one. She hits.
Now got it down to 7. Now you got to play some strong defense.
Shots up, shot's going to be good. Huff tried to play defense, but could not get it to be poked away. On the opposite end, though, Siemens going to have another basket.
Siemens starting to take over.
Approaching the 2-minute mark remaining here in the 3rd period. Tray ball on its way.
Whoa! Mitchell now with 14.
Take the timeout. 46-36 is the score. And hey, when orthopedic injuries happen, get expert care now. At UAMS Health Ortho Now, they provide fast, convenient care for all your orthopedic needs. From sports injuries to joint pain and beyond. No appointment needed. Walk in for immediate care, get on-site x-rays, and see the best in orthopedic care all in one place. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and on Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon, conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. Don't wait in pain. Walk in today. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. Again, that's 501-686-8674.
Tristan, Mountain Home, this game has gotten a little bit more hectic, a lot more up and down. Obviously, you start to get late. Teams start to, realize this is the end of the season potentially, and so it's going to be a little chaotic. But Mountain Home showing, while they're a team that was able to push Farmington early in the year, seems like every time Valley View knocks down a shot, Mountain Home responds with a big shot of their own, and they still continue to hold a 10-point advantage right now.
So out of the timeout, it'll be Valley View basketball as they're down 10. 46-36 is our score with $1:45 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Seaman has it in the corner. She's double-teamed. She tries to drive baseline, steps through, inside, shots up, shot's going to fall.
All right, now let's see if they can defend on the other end. Fagan with her 16th.
Inside look, turnaround Jay, shots up, shot's going to go straight through the net.
All right, listen, you can't really defend that. She was in the right spot, defended it well, just better offense there for Mountain Home.
They cannot allow to go score for score with the Lady Bombers. They've got to go on a run as Valley View. Under a minute to play here in the 3rd. Jump ball is going to be called. Possession arrow points in favor of Mountain Home.
Fagan's just got to turn and go up in that situation. They had a good little bracket around her, and when she turned back the other way, it was right into the arms of a waiting Bomber.
Foul will be called.
And Valley View fortunate there wasn't a foul right before that on the closeout.
Of course, 4 fouls now for the Lady Bombers and 3 for Valley View. So if Mountain Home fouls Valley View one more time, we'll be going to the charity stripe. Shot from the mid-range on the way, connects. Yonkers into double-digit scoring now. Inside, back inside, lane to the basket, shots up no good. Tries to fight for her own miss, does not get it. Well, you needed to go on a run that quarter. As it winds down, they did not do so. Shots up, and you cannot stop the three-point sniper.
Brooklyn Mitchell now with 20. And turnover, Valley View. The wheel's starting to fall off here at the end of the third.
So 6 seconds left to go in the third quarter before we head to the final 8 minutes of this ball game. Tray ball, heat check. She hits it going to the break. Brooklyn Mitchell, 23 points in this one. We go to the break. 56-38 is our score. You're watching the 5A State Basketball Tournament hosted by Farmington High School on the Natural State Sports Network.
Fuego.
From the first time you picked up a basketball at 4 years old, you've been dreaming about this moment. All that stands between you and being a hometown hero for life is 32 minutes.
Inbound to Burgess, goes up. It's pandemonium at Bank OZK Arena.
2026 Centennial Bank State Basketball Finals from Bank OZK Arena in Hot Springs. All the excitement tips off on March the 12th and runs all weekend long. For all the ways to watch, just log on arkansastv.gov/sports.
All right, back here for the 5A State Basketball Tournament on the Natural State Sports Network, presented by UAMS and ASU-BB. Tristan Harlan here with Steve Henson. And it's been all Mountain Home throughout the third quarter of that one. What a performance in that quarter by Brooklyn Mitchell and Jayla Yonkers.
Yeah, and again, I think I mentioned it with about 2 minutes to go, 3 minutes to go in that quarter that Valley View really needed to try to get this down to around 5 or 6. They did not do that. Mountain Home grew the lead, now up 18.
Valley View with the basketball. They've got to get at least a bucket on this possession to slow the momentum of Mountain Home. Deep ball on its way. Bingo!
That'll help. That'll get it to 15.
Reynolds connects on the 3.
As I do my Andy Gates math, I need to be 19 better this period.
Shot inside, pass will be tipped.
Is that a jump? Yeah.
Throws it up, jump ball is going to be called.
Oh, nope, we got a foul.
JK. Mitchell will be at the line for 2. First one's up, and it's no good. Still has a 20-piece McNugget in this one.
To make matters worse, if you're Valley View, the fourth period is the best defensive scoring quarter on the year for this Mountain Home team, only giving up 10 points in the fourth per game.
Seaman with the basketball, working it around. Ruby has it up top. Foul's going to be called. Should be on Lakin Anderson.
Lakin, I think maybe smelled my cookies up here, and she's got her hand a little too much in the cookie jar down there. Don't tell Will I ate that cookie.
Inside look, almost a turnover, but it'll be bounced off of Mountain Home, so it'll stay down here as we hit the 7-minute mark.
If you can't have fun while you work, what are you doing?
5-second violation. A turnover. Mountain Home will get the basketball as the Farmington girls team behind us, getting ready for their matchup later this evening against Little Rock Christian.
Must-see TV coming up this evening here in Farmington.
That matchup highlighted by Easton McCullough and Whitley Rogers. Of course, we saw Coach McCullough in the tunnel earlier, kind of watching this matchup.
Yeah, Coach McCullough, they're very familiar, obviously, with this Mountain home team. Now, that matchup would happen in the state finals if it were to happen. So,
all the way in Hot Springs.
Bank OZK Arena. Spent a few days and evenings in that building.
Home of the now known Arkansas Diamonds. Open shot, wide open lane, and it results in 2 points for Bonnie Fagan.
Now Fagan continues to impress. She's up to 18.
And they forced a steal. And both players hit the ground hard. Yonkers will pick up the foul, so at the line it's going to be Bree Huff. She's got 6.
And Huff again, she started this second half with a couple of back-to-back buckets and then has been quiet since. And again, big part of why this is a 14-point game. Mountain Home's done great defensively on this Valley View team. Bonnie Fagan, as we said, with 18. Ruby Reynolds with 13. And then Huff with 6. Not a lot of scoring for Valley View.
She missed the first. Getting ready for the second.
I would assume.
Shots up. Shot's not going to fall. Over 2 that trip for Huff. Shot on the way from trifecta land. Splash! Brooklyn Mitchell, 24 points in this one.
Wow. Mitchell has been on fire, on a tear in this ball game.
Mitchell
now with a steal.
Ripping the ball away from Huff. Jump ball will be called. It'll be Lady Bomber basketball.
Yeah, I think we got a pretty good idea who Darius are going to be talking to if this score continues.
That pass could be a turnover. Huff's going to have it. Goes up with it off the glass. No good. Ball will go out of bounds.
You know, Huff been a little out of control in some of these drives. Not even close on the bucket attempts.
Lainey Timmons picks up her 4th. And advance the ball inside mid-range. Shots up, shots no good. Valley View commits the foul.
They're going to get Lainey. No, sorry. Is that on a Z? Who was that on?
I believe they said it's going to be against Mountain Home.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out. I missed it. Anyway. It'll send the freshman Timmons to the line.
Misses the first. She'll have a chance at one more here as the Blazers are in the bonus. Zero for 2 that trip. Lady Bombers with the rebound.
Yeah, this
mid-range on the way, no good.
This result going to go back to how the first half ended, I think, as Valley View had a great opportunity there in the second. They made a little bit of a run. Good move. Just couldn't get the finish.
$5 million move, 10-cent finish. As Brooklyn's going to have the basketball. She's going to stop. She's going to kick it back out to Yonkers. 5 minutes remain in this one.
Valley View had a great chance in that second to really cut this down at the half. Again, had it to 10 in the third. But Get to the end of the third, and it was all Mountain Home as they went on that run to go up 18. Now lead it by 17, and Bombers looking to fly into the second round.
.30 seconds on the shot clock. Lost control of it. It's ripped away. Huff on the fast break goes up with an easy 2 points for Bree Huff. Timeout's called. 4:43 left to go in this one. 60-45 is our score. Of course, the winner of this one goes on to play Valonia in the next round.
Yeah, and Tristan, this one's not over yet, obviously. It's just a 15-point game. We've seen Valley View make a few runs. The only problem is it's usually responded to by Mountain Home in a big way. And so right now, after that big bucket by Huff, now if you're Valley View, you've got to get back, set up in your half-court defense, and get a stop on this possession. Because, again, to your point earlier, you cannot continue to trade baskets with Mountain Home. There's not enough time left. And you look at Brooklyn Mitchell, leading scorer with 24, averages just 15 a game typically. I say just 15 a game. She's well above her average here in this one. I don't know that I could have scored 15 in my lifetime.
Definitely can't score 15 against me.
Oh, I'm scoring 50. Oh, my goodness.
Collision there as Mountain Home brings it across court.
Next one will send Mountain Home to the line the rest of the way, and both teams will be in the bonus.
And for the Blazers, number 12, Denise Morendo.
After Valley View, and you got to start the foul parade, you want to get it into the hands of Lakin Anderson.
Mountain Home's just going to try to wind down as much clock as they can. Yonkers has it. Double team coming. Back to Yonkers. Foul's going to be called.
Banged up on that play. That's going to send Mountain Home to the line.
Mountain Home enters the bonus at the line, shooting two, number 3, Chandler Yonkers.
It'll be Yonkers to the line. Yonkers is the last Bomber you want on the line as she shoots 87% from the free throw line.
First one's up and good. She has 14 in this one.
Yonkers right at her average. Averages 14 a game.
2 for 2 that trip, now with 15.
100% that time down. And again, this Valley View team got to take chances defensively, so you're going to see a lot of whistles.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Mountain Home.
It was a heck of a block out under there by Rawls. And now Mountain Home will go to the Four Corners offense.
Three-pointer all the way. It does not connect. It looked good. That was the heat check I've been waiting to see her shoot all game.
And Mitchell feeling it. I can promise you that maybe not the shot that Coach Dell Leonard wanted to see, but would have been the dagger had she hit it.
The ball's going to go out of bounds. It'll stay with Valley View. High pass going to be intercepted by Yonkers.
Now maybe Valley View coaches seeing the writing on the walls. They're not aggressively trying to defend here, or kind of letting them play it out.
Mid-range on the way from Yonkers, no good. Offensive rebound off the glass. That one will go through for Livy Fosnes.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. And again, you kind of see the writing on the wall if you're Valley View. And season coming to an end here in the state tournament.
course, once this one goes final, we'll have our next round matchup set for the 5A girls tournament. Deep three on its way. Desperation time, no good. It'll go out of bounds. 2.5 left to go in this one.
And Tristan, it's looking like Dylan Connolly going to get him one more picture on social media with the Lady Bombers before they face off with Valonia.
Well, if you don't have any more plans the rest of the evening, I made them for you. We got 2 great games on tap. Or really 3, because this one upcoming.
Fosness now starting to fill it up here in the 4th. And look at Fosness with the block. And then, oh, yeah. Still 3 games left to go as West Memphis, it's their tournament run going after this one.
The fans for both those schools are starting to pile in.
It'll be Alma versus Farmington. In our final 2-3 matchup, final first round game here is we'll then transition quickly to quarterfinals, and my goodness, do we have 2 good ones.
2 matchups that arguably should be the last game of the tournament being in the state finals, but we're going to get it early. Not complaining.
No. And again, that's just kind of how that bracket fell. Again, now, Valonia was going to be the 1 seed in the Central no matter what. But again, we've talked about it a lot with the injury to Andrews. There's a foul as Huff drives it. But we talk about it a lot. The injury to Andrews kind of changed how the 5A Central could have played out. Not take anything away from Parkview, as obviously they had a phenomenal season themselves, but a healthy J.J. Andrews is just a completely different thing. I can promise you, with a healthy J.J. Andrews, they would not have lost to Valonia.
That first one's going to be up and good. Now 66-47. No good. Rebound goes to the Lady Bombers. $1:45 left to go in this one. As Huff forces a turnover, and be careful. She kind of was limping there for a brief moment. 90 seconds remain. 66-47. Shots up, shots going to be no good.
Yeah, she looked like my Pathfinder got a flat tire as she took off up the floor and then just kind of a little hitch in her giddy up. Yeah, I know the West Memphis folks that have made the trip, they're excited for this one. And we had I don't know, it was a grandfather or what came by earlier, and it looked like he had his kids or grandkids' big, huge, player poster, and he was letting Darius hear about it, about how good he was. And I think he wanted to make sure Darius said some nice things about his son.
There's a couple family members coming around wearing shirts, too, with one of the members on the West Memphis team on the shirt saying call 12 and stuff of that nature. So it'll be a good atmosphere for the West Memphis Blue Devils.
I think that's probably the same folks. Vaughn, I think, was the name. I think that's right.
So 68 seconds remain. Shots up, shots gonna be no good. She'll go to the line as we have a $1:06 left to go in this one.
That's her third personal foul. Ruby Reynolds at the line, shooting 2.
20-point lead for the Lady Bombers.
Substitutions going wild here in our fourth. A 20-point lead for Mountain Home, and just an impressive performance out of them.
That one's going to be up and good.
Oh, and a turnover.
Inbounds violation, Valley View basketball.
I want to say thanks to everybody who's hit that subscribe button, and all 350 of you watching currently. Over 5,000 subscribed now to the channel.
That one's going to be up and good. Now under a minute left to go in this one. Of course, don't go anywhere as this one goes final. Our boy D-Rob's going to be down there talking with a
Please go in.
winning head coach and player of the game.
Please go in.
Shots up no good.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no, indeed. Three-pointer on the way. Connects. Timeout.
Substitution time.
Yeah, substitution timeout call. Allow the subs to come in.
You know he will not say something. Not you. Not you.
Shot clock turned off.
Please shoot it. Please. Please, I cannot hear Decon. Please shoot it. Yes, yes. Oh, I'm supposed to cheer, but go in. Oh, my. You've got to be kidding me. Come on. Oh. Who's got it? Oh, wait. No, never mind. It's nothing to do with that.
Heaves it up off the glass, no good. So our final, the Bombers have a score and the Blazers have 53.
Look, one more bucket would have been nice, but instead we'll settle for 67-53.
So you take a look at the bracket after this one goes final. Mount Home will move on to the next round to play Valonia. And then the winner of that matchup will face the winner of the Lake Hamilton-Nettleton matchup. And then, of course, we got some quarterfinal action coming your way momentarily later tonight with Farmington and Little Rock Christian. The winner of that one will go on to the next round. We're going to get ready for our boy D-Rob down there on the court.
You better hide behind that line over there. Where is he? I haven't found him.
He's down there talking to Coach.
Oh, okay, I got you. Yes. Where'd he go? He's got Brooklyn Mitchell so far.
I don't know if Coach is coming or not, but she is.
Don't worry, Decon's got it handled. He sent Coach Leonard over there. All right, let's send it down to our guy, Darius Robinson. We forgot how to turn the mic on.
All right, guys, we down here courtside with the winning team, Coach Leonard and Mitchell right here. Coach, great win here on today. What was your message for the team right here?
Well, I mean, in the state tournament, any win's a good win. And, you know, first of all, I want to say that Valley View played really hard. They had two of their better players get hurt, and they didn't have their whole team. And I just hats off to them. I thought they played really hard. We had to step up and hit some shots. Brooklyn hit some big shots. I mean, you know, we had some kids. Things weren't necessarily flowing for us, and we hit some pretty deep threes.
Speaking of deep threes, Brooklyn, you let it fly today. I don't know what you finished. I think you finished about 24, 27 points on today. How did you get it going for yourself on today?
I just came in with the confidence and the right attitude that we were going to win this game, and I've been training for this, and I've been in the gym a lot, so letting it fly, that's just second nature.
Coach, moving on, how do you build off this win on here today?
Well, I mean, you just get ready for the next one. That's what we've been all year. We've had a motto of after, you know, we say, okay, now we're 0-0, and at this time of the year, it's not really the next game; it's the next play, and we're just trying to get ready for tomorrow. I mean, Bologna's as good as anybody in the state, and got so much respect for Coach Simon and that team, and we'll have to play well.
Yeah. So Brooklyn, with this win on here today, how do you build off your performance and keep your ladies on your team to keep going to get ready for Bologna?
We're a senior-led team this year, and I think all of us could go off on any given night, and we respect Bologna. They're a great team, but I think that we're a team that can make a deep run in this state tournament if we just cut down on turnovers and get some more offensive rebounds and shoot like we did tonight.
Last question for you, Coach. Man, y'all traveled really well. Mount Home, they showed up. They showed out. Any message for the home team that showed up today for you guys?
for our fans, or just thanks for coming. Thanks for being here. I'm so proud of Coach Fulcher and our boys. They played so hard in the game for us. It came up short, but it was nice being back-to-back and having so many people here. But they travel well, and they've always been great supporters.
Thank you, Coach, once again. Congratulations on the win. Congratulations, Brooklyn, on a big night. All right, guys, back to y'all.
All right, thank you, D-Rob. Remind you our final score in this one, 53-44 for all of our friends here at the 5A State Tournament.
Sorry, I messed you up. That was not the final score. We're on a different page.
Bro.
Remember the numbers?
All right. Final score, 67-53. Thank you for watching the 5A State Tournament on the Natural State Sports Network. We'll be right back in about 9 minutes.